In this lesson on oikotheology, I want to start by defining oikotheology from its two Greek words, oikos and theologos, to say that oiko stands for a home or household, while theo means God. Hence, theology is the study of the Word of God. Likewise, oikotheology literally means the theology of the whole household of God, which includes God's creation, that is, the cosmos. The root metaphor for this theology is the notion of the whole household of God. One scholar by name Andrew Wambach explains that it is from the oikos that we derive the English words economy, ecumenics, and ecology. Now, the use of the phrase oikotheology drives us to see the interrelation between ecology and economy, and even ecumenics, in the same oikos, that is the household. Now, this starting point in this study on oikotheology, or in this lesson or lecture, shows that we cannot divorce the unity of Christians and churches, or ecumenics. Churches here means ecumenics. We cannot divorce economy. We cannot divorce environmental conservation. Without environmental management, the entire household falls down. Without management, I repeat, without environmental management, the entire household falls down. In his article, Towards an African Oikotheology, Dickson Nkonge Kagema brings out the strong justification for this concern, and he says rightly that in the past years, Africa has encountered great changes in all aspects, whether social, political, economic, cultural, or religious changes due to globalization. And this radical revolution, which has invaded Africa, has not come without challenges, as the continent is today riddled with poverty, hunger, conflict, unemployment, corruption, tribal animosity, nepotism, diseases, and so on. It is in response to these challenges that African theologians and church leaders have continually developed various theologies so as to address poignant African situation. Oikotheology is one of the contemporary theologies that seeks to address millions of problems facing a contemporary world. Now, theological themes such as doctrine of creation, doctrine of humanity, evading another fall of humanity, the unity of the Godhead, that's triune God, and others, and biblical readings such as Psalm 24, Romans 8, 22, Genesis 1:26, and others have been used to justify this ecotheology or oikotheology, to show that right from the biblical times, the concern for the ecology or the environment is a critical spiritual issue and indeed social issue. In Psalm 24 verse 1, for example, it says, "The earth is the Lord's, and all there is in it, the world and all who live in it." They need to be taken care of. They need to be preserved. In Romans 8:22, it says, "We know that the whole creation has been groaning as in the pains of childbirth, right up to the present time." With a lot of environmental degradation in Africa, one wonders whether it is the cause of poverty in Africa. To this end, Wilbur Donovan in his works asked this question: what kind of future does Africa have? Is the situation hopelessly out of control, or is there anything that can be done? And this can be addressed by saying that although the oikos, or the earth, has many inhabitants, including animals, birds, fish, insects, plants, and numerous inanimate things, all religions attest to the fact that human beings occupy a very special place in the oikos. Equally, we realize that oikotheology is a way of helping both in the preservation of the environment and also in the eradication of poverty. So when we preserve the environment, we also preserve the people. We also preserve the creation. We preserve the seas, the birds, the reptile, the insect, all that which lives on earth, you protect it. And when we protect it, we live longer, we live abundantly, we live happier lives. You see, tourists come all the way from the rest of the world to come and, see our animals. That creates jobs, and that fights poverty. So, in other words, oikotheology is a very critical area, and we need, as an activity, to explore the significance of oikotheology in our contemporary society in a very deep way. Otherwise, this is a subject that will be with us. It's a subject that we cannot evade or we cannot run away from. Thank you very much.